Are you looking for some podcast cover art for your podcast? Canva has some amazing cover art for you to choose from. What's going on, everyone? In this video, I'm going to show you how to create some podcast cover art for your podcast in Canva. All right, so what we want to do first is we want to go to Canva on the home screen and we're going to type in podcast cover art. And let's just pretend that we are looking for podcast cover art for our automobile podcast. On this podcast, we talk about cars. So we want to find a design that we can use for our podcast that we talk about cars. And as you can see, like I stated, Canva has a ton of cover art for you to choose from for your podcast. They have a ton. And so I kind of saw one previously that I want to choose for this. And so let me find it. And here it is right here. I want to use this one. And so what you're going to do is when you find a cover art that you want to use, you just select it in Canva and you're going to select customize this template. Now, let me tell you that most cover art is 3000 pixels by 3000 pixels. So that's the size dimension that you want to go for whenever you create a podcast cover art, just in case you're doing a customized, not from a template. You want to make sure you use that size. Also, I would recommend or suggest that you use one that doesn't have too many colors. The text on the art is just kind of straight to the point. It's not very busy with a lot of different size text, but you want to be able to read it as if you were passing by in a car looking at a billboard. If you notice when you look at advertisement on a billboard, the font is big enough for you to see as you pass by. So that's kind of how you want to kind of look at your podcast cover art. Also, you can go to the various platforms like iTunes, Amazon, what's the other one? Spotify, and look at some of the cover art designs that some of the creators have created for their own podcasts. You can look at some of those designs and take some of those as ideas and come to Canva and see if you can't maybe create something that's similar to what you see on those designs. So that's another suggestion for you. But you just want to make sure you kind of keep it in that framework where it's not too busy, not too much text, and it's just kind of straight to the point. And you also want to remember to use the 3000 by 3000 pixels. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and choose that. And when you get ready to customize it, it's going to bring it to the project screen. And we're going to go ahead and get ready to design this podcast cover art. Okay, so here's another suggestion I would suggest for you when you get ready to start customizing or editing designs that's on the screen. Go ahead and make a duplicate of it. That way you have the original already there, just in case you mess up and you want to start over from the original or from the beginning. You already have that one there. So I already have that. So now we're going to go ahead and work with this design that we got. So let me move me out of the way. All right. So again, we're going for a podcast that we talk about cars. And so I want to add a car image to this podcast. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these out of the way. Well, actually, let's go ahead and find our car. So in Canva, of course, there we have tons of photos for you to choose from. Cars. I'm just going to type in cars. It's just going to pull up a bunch of cars. Actually, that Mustang that was up there previously is what I'm going to use. So let me find it. Here it is right here. It's a nice, looks like a 65 Mustang. And what I'm going to do is we're going to move this text out of the way. I'm going to move that up. And this will be our social handle, whatever we decide this is. And again, this is just an idea for you to choose from. So whatever design or cover art fits your niche, that's what you should go with. So just try to find something that relates, maybe with the color scheme and all of that. All right, so I'm going to remove these out of the way just so that we can see this a lot better. And I'm already liking that. And as you can see, this card doesn't have a background, so that made it very easy and simple for me to choose from. And actually, it looks like it's just sitting there on the ground. Okay, so we're gonna just sit that there. And let's see, we're gonna call this podcast Gaslighting. And of course, in Canva, you can change the font and everything on these designs. So let's make this a little smaller so that it fits. Let's go with 300. And we're going to say, we talk cars. Let's see if we can find us a good font. There you go. Making it smaller. So this is just an idea. So this is what we started out with. Like I said, this is a podcast about cars. So, uh, and that's kind of what you want to kind of try to do. Whatever your subject matter is that you talk about. But by seeing that, of course, you can tell that this podcast with the car, it's definitely going to be something about automobiles. So I think you kind of get the point. But that's pretty much it. Again, Canva gives you plenty of designs to choose from. So don't be afraid to search and scroll through those designs until you find something that fits your brand and your subject matter that you want to talk about. And that's it. And so there you go. Canva is giving you zero losses and no excuses as a creator to create content. So that's pretty much it with this video. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and like the video. If you're not a subscriber to our channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and we thank you in advance. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.